we're going to learn about the over the rainbow rule or inverse operations. And I'm just going to put everyone's hands down. And then I'm going to ask you guys again, how many of you guys have done inverse operations at school? Now you can put your hands up. Wilela has, and Mims has, Mutebang. Akanya's also done it. Oh, amazing. Okay, so I'm assuming this class is going to go kind of easy. Jeanette's done it, Bonolo's done it, Nondumiso, Nkanyiso. Nkanyiso, I can see your camera. I know you said your camera doesn't work, but don't worry, I'm not interested that much in the camera because my camera is spotlighted. What I would like to hear is your voice. Okay. Oh, your name is TH Ndlovu. I hope that's not your name. We want your real name. So if you'd like to change your name, we'd like to meet you. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started. All right. And what we're going to learn about today is inverse operations, but what we're going to use is the rainbow. Now, when I was your guys' age, when I was in school, I had a teacher, Mr. Mayer, and he was like this big, scary dude, but he was actually really soft and very nice. Okay. And he told us about the fact that he didn't like rainbows at all. He didn't like rainbows. And the reason why he didn't like rainbows is because when he was young, his dad told him that if he ever went over the rainbow, that he would turn into a girl. So if he went over the rainbow, he would turn into a girl. Yes, no crazy. And if a girl ever went over a rainbow, they would turn into a boy. Now, Bulela, we could say it's lying. We could say they're lying. But if you think about it, have you ever went over a rainbow? You need to go try it and then tell us what happens. Okay. Come back with an answer next week. Maybe you'll have to change your name. Who knows? Okay. You can't say it's a lie until you've tried it. Although I don't know either, but that's what he said to me. Okay. Titan, you still have to go try it first. Go try it and tell us if you come out a girl on the other side. All right. But that's not the point. The point is we are going to be looking at the equal sign. We're going to be looking at the equal sign as our rainbow. Now, if I have +3 on this side, if my +3 goes over the rainbow, it's going to become -3. Now, can I ask Mems, do you want to unmute for me and tell me if I have -2, and if -2 goes over my rainbow, what's it going to become? What's going to happen to -2 if I take it over the rainbow? What's it going to become?
It will become +2.
Excellent, +2. Okay, very well done. So I hope we're seeing how the rainbow rule works. Okay, can I get from you guys a thumbs up, a thumbs down? Are you understanding? Thumbs up if you understand the over the rainbow rule, or thumbs down if you don't understand over the rainbow. I'm getting a thumbs up from Mbali. Remember, guys, we only answer once in the chat. Okay, I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. Excellent. I saw somebody tell me that their teacher's too slow. I hope that we're going to move at a faster pace this time. Okay, good. I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. Excellent. So now we're going to do this first one over here together. We're going to solve for it. Now, here's what we want to do. What I want to do is I want to make sure that X ends up on its own. Okay, I want to make sure that X ends up on its own. So what I actually want to move, I want to change the color of this. What I actually want to move is +7. And if I move +7 over the rainbow, it's going to become -7. And I need you guys to pay attention to how I write this. My next line is going to read X is equal to 18 minus 7. That's my next line. And then the line after that, and I hope you guys are going to warm up your, you're going to warm up your vocal cords. Therefore, X is going to equal to 11. Now, I'm not very interested in the answer because you guys can actually tell what the answer is. What plus 7 will give me 18? You guys can tell that the answer is going to be 11. I'm not interested in the answer. I'm interested in the method. Okay. So anybody who's got their hand up who wants to ask a question or answer one of these questions with me, I want you guys to tell me the method that we're using, not the answer. And I need you guys to follow this exact same method that I'm using over here. Okay, I'm going to start with Bulela because your name is first at the top of the list. Bulela, would you like to unmute? Bunolo, yes, you can write this one down. Okay, Bulela, let's do number 2 together. What am I trying to get on its own? Oh, Bulela, you're muted again. Unmute. Hi, Bulela. Oh, no, what's going on? Okay, Bulela, I'm going to come back to you. I have a couple more. Oh, there we are. Hi, Bulela. Oh, something's wrong with your unmute. Okay, Mutebang, would you like to help us with this one? Bulela, we're going to come back to you. Okay, don't go away. Okay, Mutebang, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
All right, so what is the variable that I'm trying to get on its own?
Ma'am, is it at number 2?
Oh, no. Yes, this is at number 2.
Oh,
Oh.
it's A.
Good. We're trying to get A on its own. So what are we moving?
I think we move A.
I'm highlighting it in green as we speak.
Do we do like A equals 22 plus 15?
Yes, but what I was looking for was for you to tell me that we're going to take negative 15 over the rainbow and it's going to become?
Positive.
Good. So my next line should read, A is equal to 22 plus 15, exactly like you said. Okay, what's my next line?
Well, then the next line is to go down there. The next line is to add, I think, to add 22 plus 15.
Yes, good. But I need you to write it exactly the way. Tell me how to write it. I need it written exactly like this. Okay, so it's going to say, therefore.
Oh, therefore,
Mm-hmm.
A equals to 37.
Good. Amazing stuff. Okay, so that's how we do it. I need you to explain every step to me. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Very well done, Mutema. Okay, Mbali, can I ask you to unmute for me and help me with number 4? I know they are named incorrectly. Someone reminded me in the other class. Abdirahman, can I ask you to raise your hand? If your hand is raised, I'm going to get to you because we have quite a few of these questions. Okay, so don't worry if I'm like, if you're like, ma'am, can I do the next one? That's okay, we're going to get to you. Okay. Mbali, are you there? Can we do number 4 together? What is the variable I'm trying to get on its own? Oh, Mbali, I can't hear you. Can you check your mic settings? Can you check your mic settings quickly and then we'll come back to you. Okay, Rolivua, can you unmute for me? Can we do number 4 together? I keep saying C. Go. Hello, yes. Rolivua. All right, let's do number 4.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so what is the variable I'm trying to get on its own?
C.
C, good. All right, so what am I moving? What am I going to move?
We're moving the 3.
Oh,
minus
not just
3.
Negative 3, good. So when negative 3 goes over the rainbow, it becomes?
Positive 3.
Good. Give me my next line. What do I write in my next line?
C equals 3. Oh no, sorry. 6 plus 3.
Good. And then
A equals 9.
Oh, no.
I mean, sorry, C equals 9.
It's the most important part of that statement. Look, Teacher Cat gave you a clue in the chat. Always start with the 3 dots. What does that mean? Therefore,
Therefore, C equals 9.
thank you so much, Rolly. Well, I'm never going to let you off the hook if you don't say therefore. Okay. Very well done. You can mute for me now, Masudi. Okay. Good stuff. Well done. Mbali and Muteban, I'm going to give someone else a chance quickly because I haven't had Gareth is new. I would love to hear Gareth's voice. Hello, Gareth. Can you unmute for me? Hello. You're going to have to click on the speak button so that we can actually hear you speak. Okay. All right. Once you find that button, I'm going to get back to you. Brenda, would you like to unmute for me? Hello, Brenda.
Good morning. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening. I don't think your name is Brenda, that's for sure.
Yes.
What's your name, Masidi?
It's Seluleko.
Seluleko. Okay, we're going to change your name for you because it says Brenda and we were hoping for a Brenda, but it's fine. Hello, Seluleko. Can you help me with number 5? What is the variable I want on its own?
X.
Good. So what am I moving to over the rainbow? What am I moving over the rainbow?
8, positive 8.
Good. So it's going to go over the sign and it's going to become?
18 minus 8.
Good. So give me the next line. What am I writing exactly?
X equals 18 minus 8.
Good. Then the next line?
X equals 10.
Oh, no. How do we start it? What do we say? Sisonke is giving you a clue in the chat. What do we need to start with?
X equals 10.
Therefore,
Therefore, X equals 10.
Good. Guys, I'm not going to let you off the hook with that therefore. Very well done. Very well done. You need to start with that therefore. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Very well done. I'm so proud of you. All right. Gareth, have we figured out what was wrong with our mic, with our unmute? Can I ask you to unmute and help me with this next one because we're going to be learning some serious stuff now. Okay, I just want to check something, guys. Give me a second. Oh, okay. No, we're not going to do that one. We're going to do this one over here, number 5. Hi, Gareth. Can you unmute? Oh, no. Okay, we'll come back. There's always more, Nokwezi. Inati, can you help me with number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go for it. Those of you in the chat, let's help Inati out because these are like integers and I hope we can get to that. Okay, so what am I trying to get on its own?
You need to change the 4 into a negative 4.
Good. I want m on its own, so we're going to take the 4 over and it's going to become negative. So what am I writing? Tell me what I'm writing down.
M equals negative 12 minus 4.
Good. Negative 12 minus 4. Then what's my next line?
Is it negative 16?
You're correct, but you didn't give me the line the way I wanted. Mems is onto something in the chat though.
Therefore, m equals negative 16.
M is equal to negative 16. So beautiful. Well done. Amazing stuff. Okay, well done. Abdirahman, can you unmute and help me with the next one?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. I'm
Hello.
finally hearing your voice. You sound amazing. Okay, number 6. What are we trying to get on its? What's my variable? Oh, you're muted. You're muted again. Can you unmute? Can you unmute and help me with this one?
Yes, I can help you.
All right, so what am I trying to get on its own here?
I talk about number 6.
Yes, number 6. What I'm trying
And
to get, right?
X can be 20.
18.
You're correct. You're correct, Abhiraman. But we'll remember, I'm not looking for the answer. I'm looking for the way we do it. So what am I going to do to -7? What do I need to do to -7?
You can say 13 plus 7.
Minus plus 7.
So what am I going to write? I'm going to write X is
Equals to 13 plus 7. 6 plus 7. 13 plus 7. 6 plus 7.
20.
6 plus
plus 7. And then my next line says, therefore, what is the answer, Abdiraman? X is equal to?
20.
X is equal to 20. Okay, excellent, Abdiraman. Remember, I need you to do it in this exact order that I've just done it, okay? We need to follow the order. Okay.
Okay.
All right, very well done. Okay, so I am going to get to you. Rangwatu, do you want to do 7 for me?
Hello.
Oh.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi. What is my variable that I'm trying to get on its own? M, good. So what am I moving over the rainbow?
-9 to make it
Good.
a +9.
Good. All right, so what does my next line read? Tell me what I'm going to write.
X M equals to -13 plus 9.
Good. Then what is my next line?
Therefore, M equals to -4.
Ah, that wasn't even difficult at all for you, was it?
No, it
No.
doesn't.
Ah, I know. Excellent stuff. Very well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Excellent. Sisonke, can you do number 8 with me? And then I think we're going to move on from this one. But remember, guys, there's a lot more that we're going to be doing. Okay. Oh, Sisonke, wait, what happened to your hand? Kemi Seto, do you want to do number 8 with me?
Yes, I would like to do number 8 with you.
Excellent. Can you tell me what is the variable I'm trying to get on its own?
P.
It's going to be?
P.
Good. So what am I moving over the rainbow?
-6
Good,
to
I'm moving
+6.
It'll be +6. Now give me the next line. What am I writing?
P equals to -5 plus +6.
+6. Good. What's my next line?
Therefore, P equals to
P is equal to?
+1.
Good. +1. Excellent. Okay. Very well done. And you did that so seamlessly. Well. Okay. I see Onalo saying, ma'am, can I do the next one? Guys, I think everyone's hand is up and I'm so glad to see that. And trust me, guys, we have a lot of questions. So I am going to get around to you. Guys, if you've already answered a question, can I ask you to put your hand down so we can give someone else a chance to answer a question? I'm so happy that so many of you want to answer these questions. It makes my heart so happy. Ola, you're up next. Can we do number 9? Okay, the integers part of it is quite difficult, and we did integers earlier on, I think in lesson 1. So you might have to go back to lesson 1 to see integers again. Okay, but can you DM teacher Kat so she can help you? Okay, Ola, number 9.
Yes,
what is the variable that I'm trying to get on its own?
So it says v -15 equals -27.
Okay, so what is my variable?
So your variable is v.
Good. So what am I moving over the rainbow?
you're moving minus 15 to positive 15.
Good. On the other side of the rainbow, positive 15. Okay. What's my next line?
You say V equals positive 27.
Ooh,
Positive. Okay, minus 15 plus 27.
Oh, hold on, Ola. Check here. My 27 is sitting on the side already, so I leave it there. So it's still going to be negative 27. What becomes positive?
Oh, the 15 becomes positive.
Good. So I'm still going to have negative 27 plus 15. What's my
Yes.
next line?
The next line is therefore
Therefore,
V equals
we're going to have to integer maths. Anybody in the chat can help him? Anyone?
negative 12.
Good, negative 12, because my negative number is bigger than my positive number. Very well done. Thank you.
Miss, I'm getting the hang of integers now, even the
I'm
big
glad.
numbers.
Keep practicing them because they keep coming up, especially all the way to matric. They're going to keep coming up. Okay, very well done. All right, Maureen, can we do the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what's my variable that I'm trying to get on its own?
N.
Good. Okay, and what am I moving over the rainbow?
9.
Oh,
16.
remember? Positive 16, because that's the thing that's sitting next to me, right? So my
Yes, ma'am.
positive 16 will go over, and what will happen to positive 16?
It becomes negative 16.
Good. So what's my next line?
N equals to 9 minus 16.
Good. 9 minus 16. What's my line after that?
Therefore, N equals to negative 7.
Oh, negative 7. So beautifully done. Very well done, Maureen. Just like, mwah, mwah, mwah. Excellent. Excellent. Bonolo, yes, we are going on a cruise. Okay. Very well done, Maureen. Okay, kuhle konke. Sisonke, I know you said your hand went down. I'm glad it's up again because we're going to be doing the same thing. All right. Now, guys, we're going to do a lot more, but they're going to get a little bit harder. Okay, don't think it's going to be easy. We're going to be looking at the idea of over the rainbow, but instead of just looking at positive and negative numbers, we're going to be looking at numbers that are multiplied and divided. Okay, so remember, we said that if we have an equal sign, that's the same thing as the rainbow. Right? Now, on this side, I'm going to write here, 3x plus 2 is equal to 11. Okay. Now, Kuhle Konke, can you tell me, what am I trying to get on its own?
This, you are trying to get x.
On its own, right?
Yes.
Good. So what am I going to do over the rainbow?
Plus 2.
Good. And what's going to happen to plus 2? It's going to become?
Negative 2.
Good. So we're going to move it over the rainbow, ooh, all the way over there, and it's going to become negative. So what I'm going to have in my next line is 3x is equal to, can you finish this one for me?
3x is equals to 11 minus 2.
Good. And then what's my next line after that?
Therefore, 3x is
3x.
Therefore, 3x is equal to 9.
Good. 3x is equal to 9. Okay. The reason why I didn't say therefore is because we are not quite done. Okay, if you guys have a look at this, very well done, Kuhle. Thank you for that. Okay, if we look over here, I've still got 3 in front of x, okay? And I need everyone in the chat to concentrate for a minute for me. Excuse me. So if I've got 3x, this actually means that I've got 3 multiplied by x. So I need to get something that is multiplied away from the x. Guys, can you tell me in the chat, what is the opposite of multiply? Tell me in the chat. Divide. Good. So I'm going to divide by 3. And the reason I'm doing that is because my 3 is going to go over the rainbow. So this 3 over here, because it's multiplied on this side, when it goes over the rainbow, we're going to divide by it. That's going to be divided by 3. And only now that I have x on its own, can I say, therefore, x is equal to 9 divided by 3 is going to give me 3. Okay, can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down? Is everybody okay with this concept? Okay. We're going to do a couple of examples of these. So thumbs up, thumbs down, how are we feeling? If it is a thumbs down, I want you to watch what we're going to do with the next couple of ones so that you can get an idea of what we're doing. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right. Is it Gloslusheva? I hope you can unmute one of these days and help me say your name correctly. Okay. Okay, Panashe, it's fine. We're going to do a couple more examples. Okay, Siabonga is going to help me with this first example because his hand is up first in the chat, and we're going to work our way down. Okay, Siabonga, can you unmute for me and help me with number 1? We're going to use the same rules that we would. What is my variable?
Okay, Miss. It's gonna be 9 C plus
What's my variable?
1. Miss?
I need to get C on its own, right?
Yes.
So what am I? Tell me, what am I moving over the rainbow?
1.
Positive 1. Good. And what happens when it goes over to the other side? It becomes
Negative 1.
good. So what's my next line going to read?
3C.
Oh, not 3.
Equals-
What's it? What number is in front?
I mean,
Not 3.
9C.
Good.
9C.
Uh-huh.
9C equals 10 minus by negative 1.
Okay, we can just say -1, not minus by negative.
Minus 1.
Just 10.
Okay.
Okay.
10
Then
minus
what's
1.
my next? What's my
Next one is 9C. No, next one is 9C equals 9. Equals to 9.
Good. Excellent. Then what do I need to do to get this 9 away from C? They're multiplied, so what do I need to do? Take 9 over the rainbow and it becomes?
Divide. Divide.
Good. I'm going to divide on this side by 9. Then what's my next line?
C equals 9.
Oh, you forgot something.
C, yes, I'm not
Therefore,
sure. C,
therefore,
therefore C equals 9.
what's 9 divided by 9, Siabonga?
1.
1. Therefore, C is equal to
1.
1. Okay. Very nice try. Keep trying. Okay. I want to hear
Yes,
your voice
miss.
more. Excellent. Okay. Sisonke, can I ask you to help me with number 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. What is my variable that I'm trying to get on its own?
Y.
Good. So what am I moving first over the rainbow?
-5.
Good. So -5 is going to go over and it will become?
+5.
Good. So now give me the next line. What am I writing?
6y equals 7 plus 5.
Excellent. And then?
6y equals, what was it? 11, 12.
12. Good. And then how do I get rid of the 6 next to y?
Divide.
I'm going to take it over the rainbow and divide by it on the side. So divide by 6. And then what does my next line say?
Therefore, 6y equals
6y, remember we just took the 6 away and we took it to the other side. So therefore,
y equals
12 divided by 6 is?
2.
Yes, it is. 2. That sounded like a question rather than an answer, but yes, the answer is 2. So this is okay. Very well done. Okay, very well done. Kemi said, so are you going to help us with the next one?
Yes.
All right, let's do number 3 together. Okay. So what am I going to get over here? What is my variable that I'm trying to get on its own?
A.
Good. So what do I need to move first over?
-4.
Good. I'm going to take -4 and I'm going to move it over to the other side. Remember, Kemi said, so that it doesn't matter on which side the A is going. The numbers can move on any side of the rainbow or the equal sign. Okay. So what am I going to get here?
Yeah.
Tell me what I'm going to have to write.
+4. +4.
Yes. So I'm going to get 8 plus 4. And what is that equal to?
12.
Oh, no, it's equal to 3a. Remember, we need to follow the steps that we're using in the equation. Okay. Then what does my next line say?
12
12.
divided by 3.
Okay, but you can't skip the step that I'm doing now, okay, because we need to write it in the correct order. Okay, so now I can divide by 3. So because 3 is multiplied to a, I can divide by 3 and take it on to the other side. Okay? And then what
Yes.
does my next line say? So therefore,
Therefore,
what's 12 divided by 3?
4
Good. 4 is equal to
equal
a.
to
Or I can
A.
also write a is equal to 4 because it means the exact same thing. Okay.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, Nkanyisa, I'm going to ask you to help me with the next one. Very well done, Nkanyisa. So keep trying, okay? All right, Nkanyisa, can you help me with the next one? This one is a little bit more difficult, so I'm hoping you're ready for it. Hi, Nkanyisa.
Hi.
All right, what are we going to do with this one over here? Remember?
I think he's saying 11 minus 9 and then.
Good. Why did we say 11 minus 9? What happened?
I don't know. I don't know. Normally we do that at school.
Yeah, that's because the positive 9, what happened to the positive 9? Where did it go?
It turns to a minus.
Yeah, it goes over the equal sign and minus. So now what I actually have is m over 5 is equal to 11 minus 9. Okay, can you give me the next line?
Pardon?
Can you give me the next line? What comes next? I'm going to have m over 5 is equal to what's 11 minus 9?
It's 2.
Good, it's 2. Now, if we look at this, where we want m on its own, right?
Yes.
And over here, it's being divided by 5. How would I take it to the other side? Or what would happen to it if I took it to the other side if it's being divided by 5? What would happen to it when I took it? It would become?
A
Opposite of
plus.
divide.
A
What's the
divide.
opposite of divide?
Times.
Can anyone in the chat help him? It's times. So I'm going okay. Good. So therefore, what is the answer going to be?
Therefore, M equals 10.
Good. M is equal to 10. Very well done.
Thank
Very
you.
well done. Okay. All right. I need you to mute for me. Thank you, my darling. Now, guys, I want you guys to try these 4 questions on your own. And when you're done, you can type done in the chat. Okay. Not these 4. These 4. Oh, no, not that one. Yeah. These ones here. And then I'm going to go through the chat and I'm going to check for all the questions because I saw quite a couple of questions and I want to answer them as we're going. Those of you who understand what's happened, can I ask you to try these 4 questions? But I'm going to try and see the questions that came up in the chat. All right, so Lelente says, ma'am, we used root squares to answer these at school. Are we going to do that in class soon? And then I think Teacher Kat told you that if there are square roots, that's completely different from multiplication and division. Those are 2 completely different things. But yes, we are going to be doing those as well. But that's something completely different to this. Because we're multiplying and dividing and adding and subtracting here, we're not doing squares yet. And then Nomatlubi says, when are we doing square roots or have we done it? We have done square roots, but we haven't used them with equations yet. And that's what we're going to do next. Rangwatu, ma'am, can I give an example? Rangwatu, do you want to unmute and give me your example? Because I may not understand what you mean if you're just saying, can I give an example? And then Bonolo, we're going to look at number 3 again so you can understand. Rangwatu, what was your example?
Ma'am, since you said you gave us my one, it's like a fraction, some sort of it. So it's like 3x minus 2 equals to 10, right? And 3x minus 2 plus 2 equals to 10 plus 2. Then it has 3x over 3 equals to 12 over 3. X equals to 4. Is it the same thing or it's totally different?
It's exactly the same. Okay, so when we go over the rainbow, right? And I'll explain this, but I hope everyone in the Zoom call right now is not actually listening to what you're saying. Okay.
Yes.
I hope not. But here's what's happening. I'm going to change your sum a little bit. I'm going to go 3x plus 2 is equal to 11 so that we can avoid that fraction. But what we're actually doing is we're doing this. We're taking plus 2 and we're taking it to the other side and we're making it minus 2. But if I wanted to get rid of plus 2, the way I would get rid of plus 2 is to make it 0. Yes? So in order to make plus 2 0, I would minus by 2. That's what would happen. I would minus 2. But if I've minus 2 on this side, I also need to minus by 2 on that side. Okay, and then 2 minus 2, that would give us 0. And then I'll just have 3x plus 0. And if I add 0 to anything, it stays the same. That's why I then get 3x is equal to 11 minus 2, which is 9. So we're doing the exact same thing. It's just we are skipping a step. Okay.
Okay, ma'am, I understand now.
Okay, excellent. It's a little more complicated, especially in grade 7, but in grade 8, you guys do a lot of these. So it will become a lot easier when you do them then. Okay.
Okay.
Well done. Thanks for that question, Ramatu. Okay, Nkanyisa said she doesn't understand number 5 or number 6. We're going to get to it now. Okay. But if you've got an answer to, let's say maybe number 9 and number 10, please can you put those in the chat? Okay. Bonolo, can I ask you to put your hand up so we can look at number 3 again? Okay. Hi, Bonolo. Where did I lose you?
Ma'am, I don't understand the whole process.
Okay, all right, let's take it a step at a time. Okay, so I think maybe what's confusing you, is the fact that our A this
No, ma'am,
time,
I meant to say number 4.
Aibo, look now, I deleted everything at number 3. Hi, Bunolo. Okay,
Sorry,
here we
ma'am.
go. That's okay, that's okay. All right, let's take it a step at a time. Okay, what is my variable that I'm trying to, trying to get on its own? What's my variable? Good. I'm trying to get M on its own. So what I'm going to remove first is +9. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
So what happens to +9 when it goes over the rainbow? It becomes?
A negative.
Good.
Negative
So what I'm
9.
going to have left over here is M over 5 is equal to 11 minus 9. Are you with me here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now 11 minus 9 is going to give me 2. So I'm going to write M over 5 is equal to 2. And then remember, if I have this division sign over here, this means divide. Now I want M on its own. And if it's being divided by 5, what's the opposite of divide, Bonolo?
Multiply.
Good. So when I take it over the rainbow, it's going to become times 5. Okay. Then I can say, therefore, M is equal to, what's 2 times 5?
10.
10. Do you see how we got to M is equal to 10?
Oh, ma'am, so it means that this line there between M and 5 is a divide.
Yes. So if I say to you, what's 4 divided by 2? What's the answer?
4 divided by 2, it's 4 divided by 2. It's 2.
It's 2, right? Because 4 over 2, how many times does 2 go into 4? 2 times.
It goes 2
And
times.
that's how we get 2. So what we're doing is this sign over here is divide. And if I want to do the opposite of divide, I just multiply. Okay.
Oh, ma'am, I was lost when I saw this fraction thingy here.
Ah, okay, guys, don't get lost. Fractions are just the same as dividing. Okay, it's the exact same thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Excellent. You're very welcome. All right, I'm going to try and explain some of these questions here because I know some of you guys are lost. Okay. I see a lot of people say now they're stuck on number 5, but remember, guys, the variable we're trying to get on its own is x. So we're going to take 13, which is positive, over the rainbow. And we're going to get in my next line, I'm going to have 7x is equal to 27 minus 13. 7x is equal to 27 minus 13 is going to give me 14. And then in order to get rid of this multiply by 7 over here, I'm going to take it over the rainbow and it's going to become divide by 7. Therefore, x is equal to 2. Okay, Jeanette, be careful. You've written 7x is equal to 2. Remember, as soon as we take the 7 over, it's not there anymore. Okay, so it's just the x that's left. I hope that makes sense. Kungawa, am I going too fast? Can I ask you to put your hand up so we can talk about it? Oh, you can't put your hand up. Okay, that's okay. I'm asking you to unmute. Can you unmute for me? Hello, Kungawa.
Hi, Miss.
Hi. Okay, I'm going to write the question down again and we're going to try it again. Okay, I'm going to write 13 plus 7x is equal to 27. All right, what am I trying to get on its own, Kungawa?
The x.
Good, trying to get the x on its own. So what do I need to remove first?
13.
Good.
the
We're going to take 13. Oh, yeah, 13 over the rainbow, and it's going to become, it's positive on this side. So when it goes to the other side, it will become
negative 13.
good. So I'm going to have 7x left on this side. 7x is equal to, finish the sum for me.
Equal to negative 13.
Oh, 20, we need to start with 27.
Oh, 27. Subtract
Minus. Mhm.
negative 13.
Good. Not subtract negative 13, just minus 13. Because remember, the plus was here next to 13. So when we take it over to the other side, it becomes negative 13. Do you see how it's sitting already minusing for us?
Yes, ma'am, I can see it.
So you can't say you can't say 27 minus negative 13. That's going to give us a positive, and that's not what we want. So we just take the number as it is over to the other side. Okay.
Okay.
Now what do I do next? What's my next line going to say?
Going to say x.
Oh, not x, we're still at 7x.
I'm getting kind of confused.
Okay, remember, we still need to minus these two numbers from each other first. So we're going to write 7x is equal to, what's 27 minus 13?
Minus 13. 14.
Good, it's 14. Right. Now, my x over here has a 7 multiplied to it. And in order to get rid of that 7, it's because it's multiplied. When I take it over the rainbow, what's going to happen to it? What's the opposite of multiply?
Divide.
Good. What am I dividing by? Dividing by?
13. Or 7.
By 7. Good, because the 7 is what's next to the x, and that's what's not helping us. So now I'm going to get x on its own. Therefore, x is equal to, what's 14 divided by 7?
2.
2. Okay. Do you see how we got to the answer 2?
Yes, ma'am, I can see now.
It's the steps that are kind of difficult a little bit. Okay, but we need to remember each of the steps. Yes?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much, Kungawa. All right. Everyone in the chat who's saying, I don't understand, I don't understand, I know why. I need you guys to just hold on for me, and we're going to get to that. And it's almost 7, yes. Okay, so I just want us quickly to look at number 6. Don't worry about number 9, because we're still confused with the easy stuff. And that's not going to help us if we try the hard stuff when we still don't know the easy stuff. Okay, so who can help me with number 6? Mems, is your hand up because you can help me with number 6? I hope so. Abdirahman, I'm so glad. Hi, Mems. All right, what am I trying to get on its own here?
Q.
Good, I'm trying to get Q on its own. So what's going to happen to the 17?
It will become positive 17.
Well, it's already positive. So what happens when it goes
I mean,
over?
it will become negative 17.
Good. So on this side, what do I have? What do I have on the side with the Q?
Pardon?
What is my next step? What am I writing next?
Q equals 6 minus 17.
6 minus 17. And I'm going to say, yes, you're correct. If there wasn't a negative right in front of, let me use a different color, otherwise we can't see it. Do you see how there's a negative in front of Q?
Yes, miss, I do.
So that means that that negative needs to come with the Q. So this is actually negative Q is equal to 6 minus 17.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
Yes, miss.
So this is what's going to happen next. We're going to write negative Q is equal to, what's 6 minus 17?
6 minus 17 is, hold on, 6 minus 17 is negative 11.
Negative 11, yes, correct. Negative 11. All right. So now here is where we might not know this, because I don't think you were here with us for lesson 2, were you?
Miss, my teacher taught this to us when we have a negative Q.
Excellent. If I have a negative in front of this number, what's the number actually in between the negative and the Q? What's the number there? It's actually a 1. It's just invisible, but it's there. It's a 1.
Yes.
Right. So now, because that 1 is multiplied by the Q, how do I get rid of that negative 1? When it goes over the rainbow, it becomes, it's multiplied. So on the side, it will become
Q.
Divided by negative
Q.
1.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So we're still negative. We're still not multiplying. We're still dividing. Okay. So I've got negative 1. Let me write it on the side here. What I actually have over here is negative 1 times Q. So now if I want to get rid of the negative 1 and I take it over to the other side, it becomes negative 1 or negative 11 divided by negative 1. Are you seeing what it is?
Yes, miss.
Okay, good. So now Q is now on its own. So I'm going to get Q. What's negative 11 divided by negative 1?
Negative 11 divided by negative 1.
It's just going to be 11, because a negative times, negative divided by negative will give us a positive.
Yes, miss.
A positive, and then 11 divided by 1 will give us
11.
Good, 11. Okay, so that's the answer we're looking for, and this was a tricky one.